your bags and we'll take you around the world and back and inspire you to explore. We'll take you for a holiday in Sri Lanka, New York, Papua New Guinea, even space, when Explore takes you to some of the world's perfect destinations to blow the budget. What bullfighting is to the Spanish, bathing is to the Hungarians. Whether you just want to relax or you're looking for a cure for a specific ailment, a spa with natural spring thermal water is a perfect vacation choice, and Hungary is just the place to be. Hungarian spas are known the world over, and this amazing country certainly makes the most of its natural resources with over 1,000 hot springs. Every day, thousands of people enjoy thermal baths in Széchenyi Pool, Europe's largest health spa. Looking more like a cathedral than a bathhouse, this bath was built almost 100 years ago on one of several natural springs under the capital, and it now offers a variety of water therapies. It's also famous for the chessboards provided for bathers. For Hungarians, being in the waters is all part of the culture. The country, sitting in the Carpathian Basin, is blessed with thermal springs, which gush millions of litres of hot, mineral-rich waters from deep underground almost everywhere you go. With their historic bathhouses, Hungary really is one of the most beautiful places in the world. The waters are rich in calcium, sulphur, chloride and a host of trace elements which, when absorbed by the body, help soothe and cure ailments from aching joints and bad backs to skin and muscle complaints, as well as respiratory problems. Many of Hungary's largest spas, like Ervés, home to Europe's largest hot water natural lake, have modern techniques and therapies, offering a range of state-of-the-art health products, from dentistry and laser eye surgery to fitness gyms, massage, plastic surgery and mud treatments. The fresh mud, made up of decomposed aquatic plants, comes from the Ervés thermal spring pond in Western Hungary and is beneficial in the treatment of arthritis. The effect of the hot mud is extremely relaxing to the muscles and improves blood circulation of the whole body. If mud packs aren't your thing, try one of the hydrotherapy baths for an underwater jet massage. It's the ultimate in spa therapy and the ultimate in relaxation. One of Hungary's greatest sources of wealth, the warm, bubbly, therapeutic thermal waters that flow beneath the surface of much of the country, is one of the best reasons to blow the budget and take a much-deserved holiday. So, if Hungary sounds like the ideal destination to you, head to your local travel agent for some more information. Peak season runs from June to late August, where the temperate weather will ensure a relaxing stay. Don't forget to brush up on your Hungarian and fill your pockets with the local currency, the forint. The North Pole is probably one of the last places people would assume to be an extraordinary holiday destination, but this beautiful sight holds more than meets the eye. For something a bit different to an island holiday, adventurous explorers are withstanding the freezing cold to enjoy a North Pole getaway. Russia is now offering those with an extreme sense of adventure trips to the Arctic Circle. Accommodation consists of the polar camp and transportation is by sled. The tourists are summoned inside the camp for special instructions on how to deal with a polar environment. While drinking hot tea, the Russian polar expedition leader alerts them of the many dangers around them. They're warned not to go beyond the snow hut or anywhere else alone, as there could be dangerous cracks in the ice. If you fancy a trip to the North Pole, you must book well in advance and be prepared to pay $8,000 to $11,000. The tours last 5 days and are only available in April, when temperatures climb to around -35°C, warm in comparison to average lows of -60°C. You can even take a ride in a hot air balloon to take in the breathtaking sights you won't see anywhere else. From up in the air, the North Pole is truly a wonderful sight. Just remember to dress even warmer. If you can withstand sub-zero temperatures, constant daylight hours, basic accommodation and are not afraid of polar bears, then maybe the North Pole is for you. In Iceland lies an unlikely health and tourist destination. The Blue Lagoon, an outdoor spa created from the runoff of a geothermal power plant. A plunge in the lagoon is more than a pleasant excursion on a cold day, as its warm sea waters soothe arthritic pain and cure some common skin diseases. The Blue Lagoon is a state-of-the-art outdoor spa where visitors can enjoy a soak in its warm waters throughout the year, even when the temperature outdoors is below freezing. The warm waters in the lagoon average a comfortable 38°C. The lagoon's warm water and natural active ingredients help guests relax and escape the stress and strain of daily life. Today, the lagoon is visited by hundreds of thousands of people from across the globe. So for your next natural spa holiday, visit the spectacular Blue Lagoon in Iceland. Perhaps you can visit on your way home from a North Pole adventure. If you want to blow the budget on a unique holiday, the North Pole is the perfect destination. A short helicopter ride from the Russian polar station gets you there, and be sure to pack for icy cold conditions, with the temperature frequently dropping past -35°C. If peace and tranquility are what you're searching for, then Sri Lanka may be the place for you. With more than enough to keep everyone in the family happy, safaris are popular visiting excursions for tourists. But hidden amongst the arid landscape and wild animal lies another reason people visit this beautiful country. With its stunning views over Sri Lanka's rolling green tea hills, the Norwood tea plantation woos some of the world's highest spending tourists who want a few quiet days sampling the Colonial tea estate life. Here you can learn how the tea pickers pick the best leaves from the tea bushes that cover the valley's slopes. You can also tour the tea factories that dry, cut and process the tea leaves for auction in Colombo, and talk with the resort's planter, some with a deep and long experience of the industry. While secluded, a simple room at the plantation will put you back $300 to $500 for one of the suites, an all-inclusive deal that comes with gourmet food and drinks, as well as a tour of the local tea estate and factory. While luxury doesn't come cheap, you can afford to blow the budget for a trip as unforgettable as this. So whether it's a leopard safari or a cultural holiday, Sri Lanka can provide for everyone's tastes combined in the one trip. If the beautiful landscape of Sri Lanka is where you want to go to blow the budget, flying is the easiest way to get there. In Sri Lanka, there are 3 official languages: Sinhala, Tamil and English, and make sure to pay particular attention to the tea plantations. They will amaze you. Mauritius is an island well known for its wonderful beaches and scenery, and that is why it receives about 700,000 visitors annually from Europe. In the heart of the Indian Ocean, on the protected coast of Mauritius, lies Royal Palm, a magical boutique hotel and a place of sheer beauty, home to peace, excellence and luxury. Protected by a reef and with its pristine beaches and tranquil surroundings, Mauritius is the ideal destination for a romantic getaway, perfect to blow the budget. For those happy to indulge, the hotel's bar and restaurants provide a wonderful setting for delicious meals. In the evenings, enjoy delicious cuisine and wonderful views of the Indian Ocean before retreating to the stylish bar for a nightcap. The food is the real glory of the Royal Palm Hotel, with restaurants serving gourmet French Mauritian cooking with an emphasis on fresh local produce and seafood. A highlight of the Royal Palm is the cuisine of the internationally renowned chefs. Their talent and creativity have earned the hotel a reputation as one of the island's most desirable places to dine. You won't have to lift a finger, and breakfast in bed is just another luxury you can afford when on this magnificent island. Amidst the sparkling ocean and palm trees are beautiful tropical gardens that define the understated elegance of the hotel. Further enhancing its reputation, Royal Palm has opened a fully fledged spa to pamper their guests. With 4 massage rooms and 2 saunas, professional therapists can soothe away tensions before a relaxing swim. If being on the water is what you enjoy the most, then this really is the place for you. For guests wanting to maximise their time at the hotel, there's water skiing, snorkelling and sailing, but perhaps the most calming option is the beach. And if you're feeling really adventurous, there's always the submarine. Blue Safari submarines offer visitors the unique opportunity to explore 35 metres below the ocean to get a close-up view of marine life in their natural habitat and sunken ships. You'll find the trip exciting as it offers a whole new concept to underwater adventure. Apart from the marine life, there is also history hidden in the depths of the ocean. The sea covers numerous rotting wrecks of ships, which have all been on the ocean floor for dozens of years, and you'll get to catch a glimpse of these as you silently glide past. If the underwater adventures are your idea of a perfect holiday, head to Mauritius Island. Make sure you pack your bags for a tropical climate and don't leave without taking in the sights from the depths below in the Blue Safari submarine. It's an experience you won't forget. If it's adventure you're looking for and not a relaxing getaway, then the ideal destination for you is Papua New Guinea, which not only has some of the most beautiful sunsets, but some of the finest diving spots in the world. This country has it all, and the scenery is as diverse as it is majestic, with the local wildlife and beautiful views a favourite of all that visit. Step back in time when you visit the delightful Boga Boga village, where you'll be made most welcome by this traditional Melanese community. A choice of accommodation on Boga Boga is offered, and you can blow the budget with luxurious premium suites or opt for the more economical rooms. The landscape from the balcony is stunning as you take in the sprawling hillside and clear lakes. The rich history of the country is seen in the smouldering volcanoes and highly acclaimed mountain views. You can visit the hot sulphur springs near the volcano and admire the unique and wonderful views that make it such a favourite for many. And if you want to explore the history of Papua New Guinea, there are many sites such as this that showcase the many artefacts like missiles and other weapons dating back to World War II. You can spend an afternoon soaking up the information, or you could follow in the footsteps of the Kokoda heroes as they battled the Japanese from Port Moresby across the rugged Kokoda Trail. And if that's not your ideal way to spend a day, Papua New Guinea is amongst the world's front-runners for world-class diving. Through all this magnificent underwater scenery, you'll find plenty patrolling the reefs. Papua New Guinea is an underwater photographer's paradise with a huge diversity of marine life, seldom found anywhere else in the world. Divers can experience a huge diversity of dive sites, including wreck sites with an amazing collection of ships, aircrafts and submarine wrecks from World War II. To rate this country as one of the world's top dive sites is no exaggeration. You can explore barrier reefs, coral gardens and patch reefs as you take in the exotic marine life and magnificent colours of the depths below. With over 900 species of fish and over 400 species of coral, Papua New Guinea is one of the world's most desirable destinations for deep-sea diving. So, if this looks like your idea of a perfect destination for blowing your budget, head down to your local travel agent and book a flight. The country's climate is tropical, as you'd expect in a country located just south of the equator, while peak season runs from July to September. Want the ultimate vacation? When you've run out of destinations, there is one more option available. At a hefty price, why not venture into space? Space tourism made a giant leap forward in 2005 with the announcement that the Russian Space Agency agreed to launch 2 thrill-seeking tourists into space. But it did come with an astronomical price, a huge $20 million a ticket. Round trip, of course.
Station Houston on Space to Ground 1, we're back with you. We're going to call you shortly on Space to Ground 2 for the PAO event.
As of 2007, space tourism is only affordable to very wealthy individuals and corporations, with the Russian space program providing transport. Most of the $20 million, enough to buy a Monet painting or a very fancy private jet, goes toward building the Russian Soyuz rocket flown on the trip, which is not reusable. Despite the high price tag, if you want the ultimate adventure and a holiday you'll never forget, it appears outer space is the place to be.
I'm having a great time. I mean, this is, a dream come true. And just to float down the station is, an indescribable experience. I'm getting everything I wanted out of it. A great crew here.
While space tourism is becoming more recognised, be warned. Space travel has become so popular that even at $20 million a ticket, the Russian Space Agency is fully booked until 2009. So maybe you'd better start planning now, or otherwise look to something a little closer to home. Before you can be allowed to jet off in a rocket for a 10-day stay in orbit, there are a few requirements that you have to meet. For 6 to 8 months prior to liftoff, you must complete a grueling training regime that includes 4-kilometre runs every morning, taking Russian language classes and exams, and participating in firefighting drills and zero-gravity training. While there isn't a lot to do up in space, the view is to die for. These trips are the beginning of what could be a lucrative 21st century industry, and there are plans by space tourism companies to build orbital cities within the next 2 decades. So you could one day be staying at the Hilton Hotel while floating in the stratosphere. But if the high price tag is the only thing keeping you away, breathe easy. Entrepreneur Richard Branson launched Virgin Galactic in 2004, which one day hopes to offer space flights to the public for only $200,000. It's not much, and it's better than spending $20 million. Make no mistake about it. Going to space will be the most expensive holiday you ever go on. No matter what currency, make sure you have money, and lots of it. And it's important that you know how to speak Russian so you can converse with your fellow astronauts. And don't forget to check out the view while you're up there. The Waldorf, the Plaza and the Ritz will have to play catch-up if they want to claim the title of New York's most expensive hotel room. If luxurious hotels are where you like to blow the budget, then look no further. The Mandarin Oriental Hotel in Columbus Circle boasts a suite with a whopping $12,595 a night price tag, beating out the Ritz-Carlton by almost $100 as the costliest night to be spent in the Big Apple. The Presidential Suite includes Asian-themed artwork worth almost $1 million alone, and a baby grand piano for those guests who are feeling particularly musical. The exotic wood-panelled suite comes complete with high-tech surround sound, and you can enjoy panoramic views of Central Park and the Hudson River. If you get tired of looking out the window, just switch on the widescreen, high-definition LCD digital television with surround sound, part of the $27,000 worth of communications and entertainment gear in every room. You'll also feel right at home with your own wet bar, office and French marbled foyer floors. Guests also may enjoy the view from the soaking tubs in each extravagant marble bathroom. So, if sleeping in luxury is your idea of a great holiday, New York's Mandarin Oriental Hotel is the place for you. Just don't leave until you test out the state-of-the-art equipment in the hotel's acclaimed fitness centre. We hope you've enjoyed blowing your budget on your journey around the world. Make sure you join us next time for another expedition on Explore.